Nancy liked to play with dolls. She liked to play mother, she liked to play teacher, and best of all, she liked to play nurse. Ooh. Nancy. She had a fine doll hospital complete with lots of bandages and handy candy pills.
Handy candy pills.
Nancy. But she had no one to play with her. Her brothers called her Nurse Nancy as they raced past her door. But they never had time to stop and play. They were always too busy with big boy games. Mother stopped in at the hospital sometimes. One day she had a hurt finger. Down from her shelf, Nurse Nancy took a brand new box, and she put on her mother's finger a red heart-shaped plastic bandage. Another day, Nancy heard a great commotion out in the backyard. It didn't sound like just a lively baseball game. It sounded like trouble, and it was. The boys' ball had hit a bee's nest. This grammar's horrible. When the angry bees were pouring out. "Look out," Tom shouted. "Here they come." And the three boys came racing towards the house with angry bees close behind. Dun, dun, dun. Nancy ran and held the door open while the boys came piling in, and she slammed it shut on the bees. "Whew," the boys panted. "We are safe." But Tom was not safe. He had fallen. Nancy was a nurse, so Nancy knew what to do. First, she took a good look at the wound. She got a clean cloth and a towel from the door. She dampened and soaped the cloth. "Go and lie down, patient," she said. Uh-oh. Tom did, and she propped a pillow under his leg with a clean towel over the top. Then she washed that cut off carefully. "It's clean now," Nancy said. The damp cloth was nice and cool against the burning sting. Soon the hurt had stopped. "How do you feel now?" Nancy asked. "Much better," said Tom. He tried not to smile. But when he looked at the ugly cunt, he could not quite manage a smile. "I can fix that," said Nancy. She opened her supply box and covered the cut with a brightly colored bandage. That brand new bandage looked so fresh and fine that even Tom could smile at it now.
Dude, it's not even colorful.
Don't interrupt. When Mother came home, the boys told her all about the cut and Nurse Nancy's good care while they had their lunch. "I'm proud of you, dear," said Mother, and she gave Nancy a special hug and an extra cookie, too. After lunch, the boys hung around instead of hurrying back out to play. What do you say we play ambulance?" Billy suggested. "Fine," said Nancy, so they fixed up a wagon for an ambulance. Just then, ding-a-ling came the telephone ring. Nurse Nancy answered. "Hospital," she said. "There's been an accident," she heard a voice call, "down by the big tree." They all looked down there just in time to see Billy flopping down, moaning fine big moans. "I'll drive the ambulance," Tom cried. "I'll be the doctor," cried Dan. Then away they raced. Tom pulled the ambulance. Dr. Dan raced beside them with his doctor bag, and Nurse Nancy proudly rode. When they reached the accident, Nurse Nancy put a bandage on Billy for first aid. Then the doctor and the ambulance man lifted him onto the ambulance, and back to the hospital they went. Billy had such a good time playing sick with the pink and green candy pills, the others could hardly wait for their turn. Okay. The telephone kept ringing with ambulance calls. Patients kept coming to the hospital wanting brand new bandages. Nurse Nancy was so busy she could scarcely think. "Well," she said, "when supper time came to end her busy day, I'm certainly glad I'm a nurse."
It looks like they just...
Oh my God! The end.